We're back 119 pounds. Anthony Antonucci from Section 5 against Troy Pazakis from Section 9. Great matchup. Pazakis is the guy we talked about at the top of the show. There's Antonucci, his opponent. Antonucci's 37-0-1 with 22 pins out of Hilton in Hilton, New York, Section 9. Troy Pazakis, who has won the state championship when he's in 8th grade, is now a junior and could eventually become the first four-time state champion. Troy Pazakis out of Pine Bush High School in Section 9. They're getting set. Pazakis, we talked about him, and he lost last year. It's back this year as a junior, won it in 8th grade. And Antonucci from Section 5 and Pazakis look like they're going to pick right up where it left off, John.
Yeah, I don't see too many defensive wrestling matches in the last 4.
Section 9, by the way, is down in Westchester County area. While Section 5 is the Rochester area, and we're going to get a whistle. They say you guys are a little bit, you got to go on my whistle, guys.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive.
Our officials, Bill Stark, assistant Dave Clements, as Pazakis and Antonucci go at it, and Pazakis attempting an ankle pick, and Antonucci counters, and he is going right after Pazakis.
Not a lot of finesse on their feet as of yet, but a whole lot of heart going on.
You know, Pazakis was also the most outstanding wrestler in the 1987 state championships.
That's right. That was as a freshman.
That's right. And last year, I remember when he lost, I believe they called stalling on him in the semifinal match, and he lost. A lot of people upset about that, but that's what happens. And you see that he hasn't lost any of his desire, nor has Andy Antonucci out of Hilton High School in Section 5. Antonucci being recruited by a number of schools, Penn State, Lehigh, Syracuse. So you know that he's got his admirers. Right now there has been no points scored. 30 seconds left in the first period. Colors on TV, difficult to differentiate. The man with his back to you in the blue from Section 9 is Pazakis, Antonucci in the purple, and Antonucci being driven off the mat by Pazakis and caught by the official. Actually caught by Dave Clements, the assistant, as ties his shoe.
And Pazakis also pushed his headgear down over his neck. Interesting little haircut.
A mohawk, kind of standard fare for wrestlers.
Yeah, I guess being a wrestler just isn't different enough for these guys. They got to put a little topping on the cake.
I never saw you with any one of those weird haircuts.
It wasn't big back then.
Now you could have your initials carved on the side of your head, or
that's when you're somebody.
Right now we've got two big somebodies as far as the state championships are concerned at 119 pounds, but there have been no points scored. Pazakis from Pine Bush, and Antonucci from Hilton in Section 5, Rochester. They're going to flip that one over again. Comes up red, and that will be the choice of Antonucci. He's a senior. Pazakis, a junior, as we said. Pazakis won this 8th grade.
Antonucci will be on top.
The elevated Pazakis took him halfway to the hanging scoreboard, but all that does is no style points, right?
No style points. But as a matter of fact, if they were points, it would probably be a little bit low at this point. But Pazakis off the bottom stands up like a jet, but gets no hand control. I've mentioned that 3 times already. They got to get that hand control.
These guys don't look like 119 pounders, do
no,
they?
As a matter of fact, I remember when I wrestled 138, and these kids look bigger than I did back then.
Nice move by Antonucci. Pazakis countering and fighting out, and they go out of bounds and no points. I'm sure the adrenaline's running high, but I would say Antonucci really looks psyched for this one.
Absolutely. Now Bukakis is up. He did have a little bit of hand control, but it was too late.
Still no points.
He should get 1 point here.
Nothing awarded.
Referee Stark should be calling
it. There it is.
There's 1 point.
So Bazakis comes up with 1 point. Antonucci had a close one on the way in. He won 6-5 in the semifinal. Oh, right now he's got Bazakis in trouble.
He does have his 2 points.
That's 2-1 now.
And I think there's a few Section 5 fans here.
I think so. Bazakis had a technical fall and then won 12-3 and 5-1, so he didn't really have a tough get here. Here's the replay.
Nice. Brings him to the mat for control.
We're back now to live action as Bazakis is being taken out of bounds. 2-1 the score. Bazakis down by 1 to Antonucci. 55 seconds left, second period. For each of these matches from 91 all the way up to 119 has been exciting. Antonucci, tight waist, nice move by Bazakis.
Bazakis does not stop moving, and I think Antonucci appears to be a little bit tired at this point.
Well, so you get that adrenaline going, you think you got him in trouble, and you move, and maybe you have to pace yourself. I don't know. Why we'll say that if he can keep that pace up, it's going to be a tough one right down to the end. Antonucci and Bazakis scored at 2 apiece, tied at 2 apiece, with 25 seconds left in the second period. Lots of upper body posturing, no moves.
See that Antonucci really wants to tone this match down. Kind of like a half-court offense on
take the ear out of the ball?
Absolutely.
Well, he's done it now because this is the end of that period, and the score remains 2-2 in the action. Slightly subdued there the last 45 seconds or so. So we have continued the tremendous action, and to be very honest, sometimes, John, you don't get that action. We talked about it that sometimes nobody wants to really make the big move, but boy, from 91 up, everybody has been throwing all sorts of moves. And
I kind of had that feeling from the semifinals today, Dale. People were just throwing all kinds of moves. It seems like wrestling is getting better and better every year for the fans, more exciting, more international moves thrown all the time.
Well, Bazakis is now working on his Section 5 opponent, Antonucci.
And there's the difference of college that you can get 1 point for control riding time. You don't have that, so Bazakis really has to, well, first he's got to hold on, but now he's got to have to take down.
I think he let him go. He just didn't like what was happening there, John. I think he just wanted to let him up and let me get myself reset. It's a gutsy move with 1:20 left. You hate to give up a point, but
that's right. This is gut check time right now. And if he's got a move that gets him 2, he better throw it in a hurry.
And on the other hand, Antonucci is going to go right after him, just like he did in the first period. One minute left in this New York State Championship, 119-pound match. 3-2 in the lead is Andy Antonucci.
Bazakis has the front head tied up with a one-on-one, plus trying to scoop behind and he goes back to the front headlock.
He's only got 40 seconds now.
He does reach the leg behind. I think he's got the 2. Beautiful move.
That's going to give him a little breathing room at 4-3. When I say breathing room, it's going to put him in front instead of behind.
And a little more breathing room as his headgear from the Mohawk haircut slides down around his neck again.
That's right.
Maybe that is part of the game plan.
Well, Bazakis waited, gave up a point, which John, yeah, I think you and I thought, not dangerous necessarily, but certainly gutsy, because there's been few points in this. You don't like to give them up that easily, and then he's just managed to get that takedown and now made it 4-3. He's down by 1 point, or excuse me, he's up by 1 point. Antonucci, who was up by 1, is now got to scramble. 30 seconds left. You look at the coaches. Once again, we'd like to thank the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 363, Local 1922, and Local 1430. These are the exclusive sponsors of this cablecast, and we thank them for their support, enabling us to bring this outstanding event to the people of New York State. Thanks, guys and ladies. 30 seconds left. This is the situation. Bazakis, a two-time state champ, is up by 1. The man in the bottom, Andy Antonucci, has got to get some points if he wants to pull what would be an upset. And right now, Bazakis is all over him. And Antonucci is fighting his way up, step by step. It's a tie. 15 seconds. Everybody wants this to go to overtime. I don't think anybody wants to make a bad move here.
And I don't think anybody's heading to the concession stands right now either.
Now, I think they're gonna let it go. Oh, nice move, Antonucci, but I think they both knew this was destined for OT.
That's only deserving.
Woo! Well, they get a minute rest, and then we'll have John Janiak 3 1-minute periods, and what do you say? It's 4-4. Nobody really has had momentum. It's just kind of gone back and forth. And
that's right. They've just been trading points back and forth. Take another look at this escape, Dale. You see Antonucci with the hand control. Very important. Gets his hips out. Beautiful 1 point.
And you also noticed, I think, Bazakis got away from him because he didn't want to give up 2. When he knew he'd given enough and lost it, he said, you can have it. He knows exactly what's going to happen. He knows that he's got time left, and it made it 4-4. And now we may have another one of those exciting matches. It's definitely going to be in overtime. We'll see how long it lasts. I certainly don't think anybody's going to get pinned, so we may go to that criteria again. Let's look for takedowns. Let's look for reversals. 3 seconds left before they'll be calling. The wrestlers right out to the middle. Shake hands again. Bazakis and Antonucci on their feet. Bazakis in the blue. 2 knee guards on. He shoots. Countered by Antonucci. Antonucci shoots, has a single.
He's in pretty tight, but they got to watch out for that out of bounds.
Oh, he just gets behind and tries to, Bazakis doesn't, his expression doesn't change. He doesn't look worried. He doesn't look, you know what I mean? He just seems to be.
No, he's just very into this match.
Just like he's just going to work. That's him with his back to us. For an instant, they go out of bounds again. Oh, and that's going to be warning to Antonucci for stalling, and that could be a problem.
Right, if it does end in a tie, that's down the list on the criteria, but it may still come into play.
Bazakis is very professional. Antonucci doing an excellent job, a little more emotional. Both wrestlers are having a great night. 18 seconds left in the first overtime period. Antonucci trying to set him up, I think. Get him going and then shoot. He does.
And the thing is, Bazakis has that stalling. He doesn't have to shoot. He just has to make Antonucci look bad by backing up to get 1 point. And I'm sure he'd take that 1 point right to the bank. He didn't get it in that period, though.
Second period, they're going to flip to see who goes where for second period. Just like a mini match here. 3 1-minute periods, half of a big match with some criteria.
Bazakis does take top on the flip of the coin.
And they'll be set to go. He'll starts them, the official, Dave Clements, Antonucci.
Again with a good basic hand control, gets his hips out for the 1 point.
49 seconds left, so Bazakis, the 2-time state champ, once again finds himself down by 1.
Little half shot by Antonucci. Just to let the officials know he hasn't given up.
Antonucci is senior, Bazakis a junior, but what a great match this has been. And the fans have appreciated it. 30 seconds as they head out of bounds.
Well, that was a cute little foot pick, I'd call. Picked it up, scooped it with his hand. Fortunately, went out of bounds.
Start talking a little bit to Bazakis. I don't know what he said to him, but nice move by Bazakis, countered by Antonucci. 15 seconds left, second period. And now Antonucci shoots to no avail.
Again, Bazakis trying to hit that same takedown that tied it up in the regulation, Dale. Just that front headlock, come around, grab Antonucci's right leg, pull up behind for 2 points, but didn't get it.
Well, 5 seconds left, period 2, overtime. And that will be it for the overtime. Second period. We now move to the third period, and it will be choice for Bazakis, who takes bottom, which puts you in, I guess, maybe a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, he's in control of his own destiny right now, Dale.
He can escape and get one. He can reverse. He can, and we'll see if Antonucci doesn't try to hold him down because he's up by 1. Crotch, elevate him, move, switch, step over.
Oh, what a beautiful little counter.
Bazakis, nothing yet. Out of trouble, should get one.
Oh, got no
nothing.
points at all. What
Gets
a
nothing.
beautiful counter.
Antonucci looked like he was in trouble and he got out of it.
He was in a world of trouble, Dale, for an instant.
13 seconds gone, 47 left. Antonucci gets on Bazakis.
I might want to add at this time, Dale, Bazakis has to get 1 point. If he does get his 1 point escape, Antonucci will win on criteria. So he has to get a 2 point move.
Whoa, 46 seconds left, pressure on Troy Bazakis, Section 9, Pine Bush, and the move is to the ankle by Antonucci in the tight waist. Now he throws legs.
He's got both legs in. This is the first wrestler that's done that.
Good time to use them.
Both legs in. He's working that half. Power half to the right side, missed it.
30 seconds.
He's stretching Bazakis out very nicely. That's the way it's done. With 25 seconds left.
He's got to work for something. He's got the half.
He's got it. He's got it deep. See, he's got to watch potentially dangerous right here. He's 10 seconds.
13 now. They're out of bounds.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is going to be a great finish.
12
Once again.
seconds on the clock. 5-4.
I'll tell you,
on top.
Antonucci's starting to come away. I thought he was tired in the second period of regulation.
Boy, they got a lot of people in this War Memorial rocking this place. Up, ankle pick.
Up. No hand control.
8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Upset City.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if he's happy, Dal. What a great match.
What a class by Troy Bazakis.
Absolutely.
Just shook his hand, and that man, Andy Antonucci, did a super job out of Hilton High School, 118-pound state champ. What a super match.
I am glad to see that Syracuse is one of the schools he may go to. That was an incredible bout.
Super match, just tremendous.